How are you reading it?
Yes, I also think it's a very worrying set of data. The economy, the private sector economy demand is losing speed. And at the same time, it looks as if the government is finding a struggle, an uphill struggle to support the economy. If we first look at the private sector, as you mentioned, even with the flattering effects from last year's low base for comparison, the YOY figures are not as strong as we anticipated. If we look at monthly momentum, the retail sales growth was only half of last month in March, and it
didn't grow though, at least.
It didn't grow. It grew a bit, and the pace of growth is well below historical average, which is not expected at this stage of recovery. Right, we're still in a relatively early stage of recovery, and industrial production contracted. So that's sort of concern from the private demand side. At the same time, if you look at investment, that has slowed quite significantly, reflecting both the sort of the public sector investments and the private investment slowing. So
why is public investment slowing down, you think?
This is something we find puzzling, and we are indeed concerned about this one, because if you think about seasonality, I mean, now spring, perhaps early summer already, the weather is very pleasant. It's good time to do investment, outdoor, a lot of infrastructure building. So we actually expected acceleration in public investment on big infrastructure, but unexpectedly it slowed. So it does show it's quite a challenge for the government to turn the economy around.
We're just looking at the National Bureau of Statistics, that news briefing taking place. They're talking here about this being a temporary phenomenon for the manufacturing PMI, but also we're talking here about how the Chinese economy still faces structural problems, talking also a little bit about how the housing market, the property market, is still in recovery and more efforts are needed. The question is, will those efforts be actually undertaken by the PBOC, and in terms of more stimulus here, which is now the talking point with the latest verbiage missing a very important thing?
Indeed, we feel the case has got stronger for the government to provide more support, particularly from the PBOC, and the has been pretty widespread, sort of more quietly discussion in the markets for the rate cuts. We were the only one, I think, in the market yesterday to come out to call for rate cuts. It didn't materialize, but we think today's set of data really increases the urgency for that rate cuts.